Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. Good evening from Southeast London, England, from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG repping. Another match day review from the Emirates, and it's a comfortable performance from Arsenal in dismantling Sheffield United. It finished at the Emirates, Arsenal 4, Sheffield United 0. No, did I say 4? Sorry, Arsenal 5, Sheffield United 0. And a first ever Premier League hat-trick for Eddie Nketiah. What an afternoon for him, what an afternoon for Arsenal, and what an afternoon for everyone at Arsenal Football Club. For me, I couldn't have demanded any more of Eddie Nketiah. I've been heavily critical of him. I'm still critical of him because I don't think he is the top class elite striker that we can depend on. Hence the reason why we're crying out for Ivan Toney, and rightfully so. But let's give Eddie Nketiah his flowers. Let's give him his match ball. He was superb. 10 out of 10 performance. Declan Rice was brilliant as always. It's been consistently brilliant. I thought Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes didn't even have to get out of first gear. And David he could have had a newspaper and a stool to sit on because he had nothing really to do. Seriously, it was that one-sided. Although the first 20-odd minutes was a bit cagey until Declan Rice pushed forward the ball, found Nketiah with a good crossfield pass. His first touch, Eddie Nketiah, was sort of Bergkamp-esque, if I'm being honest, and then the finish, absolutely sublime. Good finish from Eddie Nketiah. The second goal, for me, great strike. A suggestion of a foul on the goalkeeper, but not for me. If you look at it again on the replay, you can see the goalkeeper wasn't strong enough. He gets a hand on it. He flaps it into the path of Eddie Nketiah, and he's hit it top bins 2-0. And then the third goal. Well, what a strike for your hat trick! Wow, top bins, keepers no chance, and I mean keepers no chance. Sheffield United didn't really offer very little. They were poor, and they've conceded 29 Premier League goals this season. I mean, that's a sign of a team that's going straight back down to the Championship. Anyway, before I go into the ratings, show me love, joy, and respect by smashing the thumbs up like button for me, Do that in abundance, yes. Make sure you smash the thumbs up like button for me, Also, while you're doing that, show me love, joy, and respect by sharing this channel virally all over the globe, especially to your friends and your relatives, If you've got an opinion on Eddie Nketiah's performance, if you've got an opinion on the game, your views, your ideas, etc., are all welcome, Just remember to keep my comment section football related, of course, and keep it nice but respectful. So remember, my comment section is for positive feedback only, So bear that in mind. And lastly, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Get subscribing to the channel. All you have to do is smack that sub button for me, Left, right, and center, gloriously but passionately for me, I'm just over 250 subscribers, so I expect that to rise by the end of this year, beginning of the new year, My aim is to get to 1,000 subscribers, so get subscribing for me, Otherwise, let's get into the ratings. In goal, David Raya. Well, he was mostly a spectator throughout the whole game. Couldn't remember one save that he really had to make, other than catching practice, if that. I'll just give him a 7, just for being a spectator. Right back, Benjamin White. Well, I'll tell you what. For me, I don't remember him chasing any winger or anyone down his side. Um, he was pretty comfortable all afternoon. So was the defence. It was that comfortable it was that comfortable afternoon for the defenders. And Benjamin White for me nearly scored a top class goal, only to produce a good save from the goalkeeper. I'll give him a 7. William Saliba, again, hardly troubled, hardly had to break sweat. It was so comfortable and easy for him. I mean, I'll give him a 7. Gabriel dos Santos Magalhaes, again, he was another centre half, hardly troubled. Yeah, both him and Saliba obviously looked after the ball well. Played out from the back as comfortable and easy as possible, and that's the most simplest afternoon they're going to have all season. I'm going to give him a 7. Alexander Zinchenko, well, this fixture was tailor-made for him, where he had no defensive responsibilities to take care of because there was hardly any offensive responsibilities. I mean, he had Jamie Mackie to deal with, but he didn't see much of the ball. Zinchenko saw more of the ball than he did, and he could even afford to invert into midfield in an attacking area. That's how comfortable it was for Zinchenko, and he distributed the ball extremely well, as he does when he inverts from left back to midfield. I'm going to give him let's say give him a 7.5. Right, the midfield, Declan Rice, absolutely Rolls Royce for me. Complete elite performer all over that park. Whether he's operating as a 6 or a number 8, he is definitely the engine room in our midfield right now. He's more pivotal than even Thomas Partey, and Thomas Partey getting injured all the time. It's starting to concern me. I just can't get it. With Rice, let's be real. If he was to get injured, we would be in big trouble. That's the truth. We would be in very big trouble. I'm going to give Declan Rice an 8. Emil Smith Rowe, you could see with Smith Rowe, you can see that he hasn't played as much, let alone start as much for the Arsenal. But when he does get the ball, he showed some neat touches, neat passing. Yeah, he did recycle the ball sideways and backwards a bit. But again, he did show some signs of being a goal threat. I'm going to give him a 6.5 for an honest effort and performance. Kai Havertz, no, not for me. Ineffective again. I think he disrupts the midfield. If you ask me, in my humble opinion, the midfield can't get going with him in that area of the field. Where you play him as a number 9, he'll do well there in that position. Then he does well as a midfielder. I just think the game passes him by. And again, he's had 10, 11 games for the Arsenal. Not for me. I'm going to give him a 5. Right, the wingers. Let's start off with Bukayo Saka. This time, on point. Given the captain's armband from the start. I think he had an assist for a goal. I think it might have been the 4th goal. No, not the 4th goal. I don't think he had an assist. Did he have an assist for Eddie Nketiah's goals? No, he didn't. But he did well to take his man on, beating him. All ends up. I mean, that's the Bukayo Saka of old, not the Bukayo Saka of recent. For me, I'm going to give him a 7.5. Gabriel Martinelli always looked a threat, running directly. I would like him to run directly at the winger more than see him pass the ball sideways and backwards. But one thing for sure, whenever he got into the final third, he looked a direct threat. And unlucky not to get a goal for himself in the first half, where he cuts in. Well, he drags the ball back on his right, hits it on his left, and the goalkeeper was forced into a very good save. I want to give him a 7.5. Eddie Nketiah, brilliant hat-trick from start to finish. I just wish he could show that desire, consistency, and determination a lot more. That's the reason why I criticise him. Excuse me. But other than that, it was an absolute superb performance, and to go with it, a superb hat-trick. Rightfully so, he deserved the match ball, and he deserves his flowers. I'll give him his flowers. But now we're going to see what he can do if he's selected against West Ham and Newcastle, or one or the other, both away from home, and we'll expect him we expect him to kick on from here. Yes, he can run around and put pressure on the defender while he has the ball, but again, that's the bare minimum. I want to see a lot more from my striker. I want to see him take risks, and that's what I said on AFTV. He doesn't take enough risks. I'm going to give him a 10 out of 10. Absolute top draw performance from him, and it is a superb day for him as well. And well done for him for allowing Fabio Vieira to take the penalty, even though he could have had 4 goals along with Henry and Arshavin, the only 2 Arsenal players to score 4 goals in the Premier League for Arsenal. But credit to Eddie Nketiah, he allowed Vieira to take it due to the fact that Mr. Fabio Vieira is expecting his first child with his missus. So wishing Fabio Vieira all the best. And he did take his penalty well. But I'm going to get onto the substitutions in a bit. So that's the starting 11 rated. Now let's rate the substitutions. Tomiyasu, again, come on to do a job, and do a job he did at right back. He came on for Benjamin White. Whether it was defending, or whether it was winning headers in the air, he came on and did a reasonable job, and he deserved his goal. I'm going to give him a 7, because that moment yesterday was his first Arsenal goal in the Premier League and in English football as well. So Tomiyasu gets a 7. Fabio Vieira came on, made another impact, won us the penalty, and rightfully so. Eddie Nketiah gave him the penalty. He took it well. I'll give him a 6.5. Who else came on? Mohamed El-Neni came on, recycled the ball superbly well for the time that he was on, and just kept things ticking. Really, he came on for Declan Rice, and another Arsenal player came on. What position? Not left back. Who came on? Who came on? There was 4 Arsenal players that came on. It'll get to me. I'm sure it'll get to me. Guys, if you can you leave it in the comment section below, please? Who came on? Leandro Trossard, yes. Absolute impact. He impacted the left-hand side, Sheffield United's right back there. He caused them all ends of problems for me. I think he had an impact in the penalty that Fabio Vieira won, and he caused them another set of problems for me, a different problem. And you can see how technically silky he is with the ball at his feet. For me, I'll give him his due. He gets a 7 for me. I'll give him a 6.5. Just about give him a 6.5. That's my final ratings for him. Now, Mikel Arteta, the manager. Well, I'll give him an 8.5, but I'll only give him an 8.5 because I want to know the reason why he started Havertz instead of Fabio Vieira. I think Vieira deserved to start that game for me. He deserved his opportunity, but yet he gave it to Kai Havertz. I just don't get it. Why he started off with Kai Havertz. And I think the decision to start off with, Gabriel, Jakub Kuvia. Gabriel didn't start, so I'll take Gabriel away from the team. Jakub Kuvia. Again, it was easy for him, 7 for him. neat touch, neat on the ball. Did not panic when the ball was at his feet, and he played a forward pass. He played his forward passes when he could. My tongue. But other than that, I felt that yeah, he was solid. Showed how quick he was, and very aggressive in area drills. I'll give him a 7. But let's talk about Mikel Arteta. Yeah, I think it was justified for him to pick the team that he did, pick the formation. Was surprised to not see Gabriel dos Santos Magalhaes start the game, but I think it was justified, the result that we got. I was only critical on Fabio Vieira not starting the game because I feel that Kai Havertz has had a number of games given to him from the start and he just hasn't delivered. But there you go, 8.5 for Mikel Arteta. The referee, well, I felt he did well to allow Arsenal the 2 goals in that 5-0 win. The second goal, which was scored by Nketiah, and the 5th goal, which was checked by VAR, but he got the all clear to allow the goals to happen. He allowed the game to flow. Obviously, he was not the main headline of the game, and yeah, he refereed as well as he could. So credit to the referee. I'm going to give him a 7. Can we talk about the fans? Yes, we can. Obviously, you could sense every goal that went in, it was expected. And you can sense by the way they were cheering for every goal that went in. It wasn't like they were in ecstasy. They were going through the emotions because it's against Man City or it's against Liverpool or Bayern Munich or Barcelona. It was against Sheffield United, and yeah, the ultras did everything they can to get the fans behind the team, and I suppose they deserve their flowers too. I'm going to give them a 9 out of 10. So that's my player ratings all done. If you've got player ratings of your own, the management, if you want to rate the ref, the fans, do that in the comment section below, please. Other than that, what a pleasure it is to do another live stream with you guys on this platform on YouTube. And there I go again. Ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, I thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Saving the best to last. I thank you so much for putting up with me. More peace, more love, more blessings again. Do look after your friends. Do look after your families. And make sure you look after yourselves. As your host himself, the one and only and truly, we're going to chat again, yeah? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And another thing, yeah? Please be nice, as always. And I do mean be nice. Cheers.